Hello, everybody. I think this is working. Yes, we are live. Okay, yes. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. And welcome to episode 1 of Jules TV. Woo! I need like a round of applause sound effect over here.
Yeah, you get like an emoji.
Oh, wait. Is this working? Are we working?
I'm on YouTube and it's working.
Yay! Okay.
So
yes, there we go.
The history.
Yes. So welcome to episode 1 of Jules TV, where I interview young and successful content creators and entrepreneurs. So today I am joined with the queen herself, Eleanor Guy.
I'm so honored. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. All right. So to start off, you guys at home, thank you for joining. If you have any questions for either of us, just throw it in the chat box and we will sort through them and just ask them. So, Eleanor, do you want to just start off by introducing yourself and just your channel and your socials and where people can find you?
Yeah. So, hi. If you don't know who I am Eleanor Guy. You can find my YouTube channel, just my name, which is right here. And my Instagram is my name with an extra Y at the end. But I make lifestyle content, lots of vlogs, lots of productivity, some fashion organization stuff. And I love making YouTube videos. And Jules and I have known each other for almost a year now.
Yes.
Whoa, almost a year. That's crazy.
We need to have like a friendiversary.
When was our first not live, like our first Instagram FaceTime? It was so awkward.
I don't know. Yeah, so we met in March back in like quarantine. And I was just like, the first video I watched of yours was your closet organization. And I was like, wait, she is so cool. I need to be like friends with her. So then I reached out and you're like, hey, and then we just did a lot of FaceTimes after that. And we're like kind of the same person.
Very, very similar. It's funny. I was watching back some of my old videos because I was watching a Montreal vlog I did. I wouldn't recommend watching that. I'm just telling you, please. That one's so good. If you're wanting to watch my videos, please watch my most recent ones. They're very different.
I'm the same way. I know. It's
but I had
good growth. Good growth.
But I'm from Toronto. Hello, all Canadians out there. And I went to Montreal and I vlogged that, but I was rewatching it yesterday and I was like, oh, that was the last time I traveled. But some of my old videos, I was like, why did I think that was good? But
I know, but we're showing growth here. We love to see it.
That's why I'm not going to private that stuff because I think it's really interesting to see YouTubers like progressions. Yes, when they start out good, I'm like, there's no point.
Yeah. I know.
Hi, Julia Mansour. You're also from Toronto. Yay!
We love that.
After lockdown.
All right. Yeah. So let's start off with the beginning of your channel. When did you start and why did you decide to start making videos?
Okay, this is kind of a big thing for me.
Loaded question.
Loaded question. I started in like January 27th or something around there. That was like my first ever video I uploaded on my channel. And if you watch it, it's very, very heartfelt. I'm like, I'm starting this channel because I've just always loved making videos. And it's so intense. It's so intense for like zero reason. And
I love how you just like introduced your channel to. You're like, here, I'm just gonna make a video about making videos.
Yeah, well, because the hardest part is starting. And so I was like, okay, if I start by making a video that's explaining why I'm starting to make videos, then I can kind of just like, go on with my video making process. Whereas I didn't want to start with like just a get ready with me or whatever, because I was like, it has to be big. So I made this whole like really intense video. And I mainly started my channel, genuinely did not have very many friends at that time. And I was feeling very lonely. And I was like, this is totally a really bad reason to start a channel. But I was like, having that support is really fulfilling. And I can like make so many friends online. Like it would be really cool. And I have made so many friends, obviously, but that's not the right mindset. But I also did love making videos. So it wasn't like just that, but trying to gain friends and like popularity out of it is not a good reason to start. But thankfully I have more friends now and I'm less lonely. It's so sad.
It's definitely an added benefit though. Like from creating videos, like if either of us hadn't created videos, we wouldn't be friends. And like, that's crazy because we're so like such good friends and like, we just like understand each other and you can just meet so many people. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there are so many parts to creating a YouTube video, from like scripting it, if you do that, to filming, editing, promoting. So what is your favorite part? Like, what part do you just like look forward to out of all of it?
I love filming. I love being in front of a camera. I always have. Love the attention. No. So I find filming very fun because I've kind of, gotten to a point where I'm like relaxed around a camera and I don't feel as stressed out and awkward. Whereas, even a year ago, I was like, hello, today I went for a walk in the park.
I know.
And it was so weird, but I love filming. And then I also have been exploring a lot more with like editing styles, and I've been inspired, which we'll talk about later, but I've been inspired by a lot of different YouTubers and trying to incorporate some of their styles, meet my styles, and also trying to set up like unique angles and really frame my shots so that I'm not just kind of like sloppily throwing my camera over there, and I'm properly setting it up like on a tripod or whatever to make it more of a cinematic experience, but on YouTube. And so trying to incorporate like chill meets put together, because the whole point is that if you shouldn't be able to notice all the technicalities that I'm going through, like all the different angles that I get should seem like normal to a viewer. But for me, it'll take me 10 minutes to get a shot from over here of my laptop, a shot from like a close-up shot of my laptop, whatever I'm doing. So I find editing and just like setting up my shots a really fun part of making videos.
For sure. Yeah. And just like having a vision and like seeing it come together in like post-production editing is so cool. And I also think that's where we are very similar, because we talked about this a lot, and how like I feel like filming is very overlooked, and editing, there's a lot of like focus on editing. And so once like you and I both started getting into filming, it's like so cool. Like there's so many different things that you can just play around with when it comes to that. And that's really fun. So like you said, inspiration, that leads us to the next question. I know we both kind of watch similar YouTubers, and who are some of your current favorite YouTubers, content creators that you get inspiration from? Like, give me some good recommendations here.
Well, you may be surprised because I've kind of found some different people that I'm going to mention, but Ava Maloche, she's a Montreal Canadian YouTuber. I'm so inspired by her videos. I just think that like how comfortable she is on a camera, and her editing is so like chill, but also you can tell she puts effort into it, which that's the biggest thing for me, is when you can tell a YouTuber actually like tries, but it still looks very casual. That's when I think a YouTube video is like really good to watch. So she inspires me a lot. I also love Fernanda Ramirez. She is from Vancouver. Apparently I love my Canadian YouTubers. She's from Vancouver, and her aesthetic, both of their aesthetics are just like beautiful. That's like what I want to be. So they, with their editing and just like the way that they create videos, because I feel like we all kind of create similar style videos, similar topics, but just the way that they create them inspires me. So those are two of my favorites right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check them out, because I remember in your new vlog yesterday, you mentioned Eva, and I'm like, ooh, I have to check her out. But also I have to ask you, have you ever watched Generation DIY?
I have. Yeah.
Okay. So I kind of recently came across her, but she started a new series called The Glow Up Project, and the intro and like just her filming and everything was so cool. I think that you would really like it, even if you just watch the first 5 minutes of the video. It's really, really cool. Just like her whole production and just the whole look of her video turned out awesome. I think you would really like
cool. Yeah, I haven't watched her videos in a little while, but I knew that, I don't know, she was like moving all over the place and stuff. So
yeah,
she's doing well.
Yeah, she is. For sure. I think so, at least. I'm talking as if I'm like best friends with her. I don't really know her.
Like, oh, you know, Jen.
And what about Instagram? Like people that you love to follow on Instagram?
Oh, basically the same people. Oh my God. Hi, everyone.
Megan and Lexi.
Thank you so much for coming. Lexi. And basically the same people. Usually a lot of the people that I like on YouTube create similar style content on Instagram, or just like post photos that are the same vibe, which I love. And Fernanda's stories, okay? You have to, like, they're a work of art. Like, she has a video pretty recent on her channel explaining like what she does for her Instagram posts and for her Instagram stories. She takes photos that are like not, you know, worthy to be on her Instagram account, but they're pretty good. And she edits them on Lightroom, like actually properly edits them and then posts them on her story. So they're all like beautiful photos.
Oh
And
my
just like,
gosh.
I don't know. Some of the photos are pretty simple.
Cool.
It's a photo of her with a shopping bag or whatever, like looking down onto her feet, but it's so beautifully edited, and I don't know. It's gorgeous. I love looking at the stories. I wish Ava Maloche posted more on Instagram, or just like more of her life on her stories. She doesn't do as much, but if she just like posted more on her stories, I feel like I'd love that. And
that's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check them out.
That's all I can think of right now, but
yeah. Okay, so now let's move on to my favorite topic, books. So I feel like I'm the queen of like fiction rom-com books, and you were definitely the queen of like self-help productivity books. So what are your current favorite productivity books, or just self-help, anything like that?
Okay. I loved the very first book that I kind of started, that kind of like led me into a self-help book phase, was You're a Badass by Jen Sincero. And it was just such a good way to like start my kind of journey to being a better person. This was in June or something. I picked it up again because I started reading it a year ago. But I was like, I'm going to read this. And I finished it, and it was just so inspiring. And the way that she writes in her books are just very, very casual. And she uses a lot of like her own personal stories, which I find interesting. And also something I read recently, what's it called? It's like an orange book. I can't think of it right now. The Subtle Art of Not, I don't know if I can swear on here. The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up Belief.
Yes, I know that one. Yeah.
It's really good. It's really like fast-paced, inspiring, and also The Power of Habit. I read that recently. That was like very scientific, very like technical, but it taught me a lot about building habits and like how it's important. But actually recently I read one of the books you recommended, This Is Where It Ends.
I was literally just going to ask you about that because I saw it on your vlog and I was like, girl. Yeah.
No,
so in my
last night
background, so in one of my recent book video, I recommended
go watch it.
Yeah, you can go watch the video. But my like top #1 book was called This Is Where It Ends. It's a very intense book. And I saw on Eleanor's vlog that she was reading it. And I was like, oh my God. So I have to ask you, what did you think?
Yeah. Okay. It was like a full-on page turner. Like I kept reading it. I think I read it in like 2-hour chunks for 2 or 3 days. Like I read it through pretty fast, and I don't read very fast. But it was very like intense. Okay. I loved the fact that it was like in the span of an hour, but I wanted to hear Tyler's perspective. Tyler is the antagonist in the book. I wanted to hear his perspective. Like it just seemed really like out of the blue. And then I can't spoil it. Shoot.
I know. You have to watch the video and then read it if you feel like that's something you would like. But
yeah,
we'll talk about it more later so we don't spoil for anyone.
Yeah, it was just like the ending kind of made me confused. I mean, the way that it ended with like the lanterns and stuff, I thought that was beautiful, but like everyone, I don't know. I was kind of confused by it all, but
it was a lot. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We can't spoil it. So have you read Atomic Habits? I feel like that's just a really great book to start on for productivity.
I've ordered it from the library and it's so popular that I haven't gotten it yet, but that's on my list.
Good. And honestly, I read it like back in the summer, and I do understand why it's so popular because the book is really great. It's very easy to get through. It's organized perfectly. I got so much from it. Also, another book rec that I have for you, Eleanor. Have you read The Blue Zones?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so that's more of like a health type book, but my science teacher recommended it to me. And
it's about all the places in the world that's like lived the longest.
Yeah, so he interviewed like centenarians who were like people who lived past 100 and their tips, honestly, for living healthier and longer. And it's really awesome. He's a journalist and he's on a team with a ton of doctors and stuff. It's a really good book, and I think that you would like it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, no, I feel like it would. I love health books and self-help and stuff.
Yeah, so we also know that part of productivity is self-care and taking care of yourself.
These transitions,
obviously, the same thing. Thank you.
So good.
So I know you've made a few videos on productivity and self-care. So what are some of your self-care tips, or take us through your ideal self-care day or evening, night, morning, whatever, whenever you do self-care?
Yeah, I love meditating. Could not recommend it more. I tried to do it today. I was just not like in the headspace for it. I could not focus. But guided meditations are a really great thing that I do. And especially to start out with, if you don't feel like you could sit in a spot for 15 minutes with like music on in the background. So I love just, clearing my thoughts with that. Love to read, like baking banana bread or something would be really calming and nice. I'm going to try to do that today if we have bananas. And maybe like painting my nails or doing like a face mask and a nice hot shower.
Yes. That's the best.
Yeah, and like turning on my LED lights and just sitting in my room with, oh my God, I have this playlist on my Spotify that I've been building and curating. It's called Main Character Classical. My Spotify is linked in all of my YouTube video description boxes. So if you're interested, you can click there. And it's like classical, lots of piano music, lots of just like calming classical music that it's like that you would play if you're running through a castle in Europe, or like just main character vibes. And so I play that almost every single night, and it helps, get me ready for sleeping. But it's so calming and beautiful to listen to. I recommend. Not just
I'll definitely check it out. Yeah. And I know, like, literally, Eleanor is the queen of self-care. Like, I remember one time I called you quickly, and you're like, you've got the eye patches, you've got like your cucumber water with like a bathrobe, and I'm like, she has got self-care down. Like, she is killing it. So obviously, I had to ask that.
Yes.
All right. So we're moving on to the next portion of this live. We've been on for 17 minutes. Thank you if you like stayed this entire time. So Eleanor, this is your idea, actually. We were kind of brainstorming, but rapid fire questions. So these are literally just like random questions that I have put together. Just super quick, fun questions. So here we go. I've got like 10 of them. All right. So first one, we've got sweet or savory. Just basic question. Sweet. Oh, same. Okay.
I'm going fast.
Oh, yeah. Favorite color?
Sage green.
Oh, tea. That's a good one. Okay. If you could live anywhere, in the world, where would it be?
That's such a big question. New York City, somewhere in Europe, Australia.
Yep. Favorite food?
The Oaxaca bowl from Freshie.
Oh, yum. That sounds good. Hobbies other than YouTube?
It's not really a hobby, but I play piano, which I have been doing for a long time because my parents forced me. Dancing, dancing and reading. Yes,
good ones. Favorite social media app?
I'm a sucker for Instagram. I also like TikTok. I'm stuck on like the day of my life morning routine TikToks. Oh, they're so nice, but not the ones that are too aesthetically pleasing. Like when it's too crisp and too white. No.
Yeah, you gotta have a little like realism in there.
Yeah.
All right. So I love bucket lists. So what is one crazy thing that you would put on your lifelong bucket list?
Skydiving.
Oh yes. Okay, that's a good one.
If you'd have asked me less than a year ago, I've mentioned this so many times, I'm such a different person than a year ago. But if you'd asked me a year ago if I wanted to go skydiving, I'd be like, never. But now, yes, please.
Good. We love some personal growth.
I love personal growth. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So you're trapped on an island. What beauty product do you bring? So skincare, hair care, anything, just one.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Yes.
I bought sunscreen, Jules.
I am so proud of you. Oh my gosh. I bought a new one. Okay, so if you don't know,
And also my bomb.com.
Oh, yes. Yeah. For sure. I am a sunscreen. I'm a sucker for sunscreen, let's say. I wear sunscreen literally in the dead of winter every single day of my life. So I'm so proud of you for getting a sunscreen.
Thank you. And I can't pick one. This is a new find from Amazon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. It's like the blow dryer and it like streams your hair.
It's so good. Sorry, I couldn't pick one thing.
Oh no, it's okay.
Shoot.
Yep.
That's like 5 things.
It's okay. It's all right. You'll have a little makeup bag. Just
like,
on an island.
Before you kidnap me, I just need to make my makeup bag.
Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
I know. All right. Next up, if you could be in any movie, what movie would you be in?
Probably Mamma Mia, because I'd get to go to Greece.
Oh yes, Greece, gorgeous. We love that. I was thinking like for myself, Clueless.
Oh my God.
That would be amazing. With like her closet in the beginning when she can like flip through her like outfits.
Yeah.
I love that.
So cool.
All right, summer or winter?
Summer.
Yeah, me too. I'm a summer girl. Except I've kind of like come to appreciate the snow a lot more because I think it snows a lot for me too, and so I've just come to appreciate it more. But I
hate the slush though, and that you have to like cover up your nice outfit with the coat.
That's true. I know you're right, and then I can't wear like cute sandals and stuff. Like obviously, I'm not gonna wear cute sandals in the snow.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer watching vlogs or sit down videos?
Vlogs all the way.
Yep. And do you prefer filming vlogs or sit down videos?
Vlogs.
Yep.
Yeah. The hard thing with that though that I find is that like it's hard when you don't know the person to enjoy a video of their life. But I love watching some of my favorite YouTube, like my favorite videos of Ava Maloche are her vlogs. Most of my favorite YouTubers, my favorite videos of them are their vlogs, but it's hard to like get into vlogs. I don't know. I love vlogging, but it's hard to think if people will watch them because, you know, like not everyone loves my life, but it's like, I like all these other people can be, maybe people will like watching me. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
All right. The last question is, what is your favorite Glossier bomb.com flavor?
We've already been over this, Jules. Mango.
Yes. Yeah. We kind of both love the Glossier bomb.coms like a lot. They're so good. So yeah, those are the best.
I currently have 4 on the go.
Oh yeah, me too. And my sister has like the other 4. So like we always swap so I can like try all of them.
So fun. I have the mint and the mango. Highly recommend. And then by my bedside table, I have the rose one and the birthday one.
Yeah, those are so great. There's like a new brand that I've heard of that I'll send it to you. I want to try them, but I've heard they have lip products like the bomb.com.
Oh my gosh.
I'm curious to try it because like
we're like,
I don't know if I can part with Glossier.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. If you haven't tried the bomb.coms, like they will change your life. And I know there's so much hype around them, but just like the
rightfully so. It makes sense.
Formula, please purchase them. It's so worth money. Like I will go through one of them a year. Like they last me a long time.
Yeah, I know. I think I've had mine for like probably about a year and there's so much left still. So yes. Eleanor, that is all the questions that I have for you today. And if you're watching from home, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked this first episode and we're gonna have so many more fun creators. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more Jules TV and to Eleanor's channel too, so you can see some awesome videos. Eleanor, again, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that everybody likes this and has a great rest of their day.
I know I'm going to be tuning in every week. Don't even.
Yay! Awesome. All right. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Bye.